The trade. So the Knicks will receive the 23rd pick in this year's draft to the from the Utah Jazz, and the Knicks are trading the 27th pick and the 38th pick in this year's draft. The 38th pick is the 38th pick, is the 8th pick in the second round. Let's get into my thoughts of this one. Oh, for the Knicks, I think this is a good trade for them. Moving up 4 spots, the price that they paid for moving up 4 spots is a little bit steep, especially because you still can find talent at that 38th spot. But I do think a lot of second-round picks are going to be sold this year. And typically, I could see teams such as New Orleans, who have 2 second-round picks in the second round, sell one of their picks. They have the 39th pick and the 42nd pick. I could definitely see one of those picks being sold. I could see Sacramento sell one of their second-round picks. They have the 35th pick and the 43rd pick. So I could definitely see one of those picks being sold. So as long as you're able to recoup a pick around that 38 range, I think this will be a great trade for the New York Knicks. I think this will be a good trade for the Knicks if they don't package this 23rd pick in another deal, and because there are some people out there who think they're trying to swing for the fences by making this move, package the 23rd pick and maybe the 8th pick in a bigger deal. I would do not do that. They need to rebuild, and they can't trade for win now players. But yeah, I do think this is a good move for the New York Knicks, and it could be a spectacular move for the Knicks if they're able to get back, if they're able to buy back their way into the second round. I think this is an okay move. Being able to get a second round pick is probably huge for them because they're probably not going to be able to buy their way into a second round pick because they're just a small market team. And the speculation that there are going to be a lot of picks sold in the second round is just based off how much revenue the NBA lost this season. So it's been speculated that the NBA or that small market owners might trade or might sell their second round picks, which happens every year. But it might just happen to a larger extent this year, just due to the amount of revenue that was lost in the NBA this year. But yeah, as a small market team, you definitely are probably hurting more than a bigger market team because of the lost revenue, especially because of the revenue sharing. So you're probably not able to get your way in the second round. So I think moving down 4 spots to get a second round pick, which is the 38th pick, is a high pick in the second round. It's usually a spot where you can get a pretty good, a good player, I would say. It's not exactly a good player per se, but you can get a player with first round potential. Usually at that spot still, especially in this draft, which is, although there's not any potential superstars, or at least we think that, or the majority consensus is that there are not any superstars, but there are a bunch of role players, and then it's just filled with role players. In the mock draft I did, I had quality NBA players going in the 44th pick, or until the 45th pick. So I could definitely see the Jazz getting a quality NBA player with the 30th pick. So it's definitely worth moving back 4 spots. So in summary, I think this is a good trade for the Knicks with potential to be a pretty awesome trade for them, and an okay trade for the Jazz, but it's understandable because they are a small market team. And yeah, that's really it. Like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.